is a very, very large area to cover off in terms of learning. There's a lot of knowledge. Some of the knowledge is unclear, but a lot of the knowledge is very simple fundamentals, such as robots.txt, sitemaps.xml, sitemaps.html, RSS feeds. All those are fundamentals that everybody agrees on. Now, one of the other fundamentals, especially with Google, and specifically with Google, is the webmaster tools. Now, Google basically doesn't really want to listen to what your interests are in terms of how you want the site ranked, what you want to do. But it does give you an opportunity to talk with Google. Now, Webmaster Tools is a way for you to do two things. One, obtain a view of your website from Google's perspective. And two, to actually indicate to Google some of your preferences. Now, Google will only consider them as preferences, and it will base its final decision on its own algorithms and its own decisions. So don't think that if you tell Google something through its webmaster tools that it will always take note of it. But in many cases, it does. In one case, it's the actual registration of the sitemap file, the XML sitemap, not the HTML. It will reject it if you put in the HTML file. So the Google Webmaster Tools is very, very good to actually tell Google, hey, I have a sitemap, and hey, I've just updated it. Now, a lot of CMS software, content management systems like WordPress, will automatically tell Google that there's a new sitemap, an updated sitemap, to save you having to do that job. But you can actually anchor and hook up your sitemap into the Webmaster Tools so that Google will come and have a check every so often. When it comes and have a look at your site, it will go exactly to where you've told the sitemap is, and it'll have a look with or without a robots.txt file. But of course, it's smart to have a robots.txt file because other search engines, you're not telling them what to do, so it will look for that file. Also in Webmaster Tools is the ability to do some other things. One of the things is to find out, as I said, what Google thinks of your site. There's a listing in there of all the problems that Google sees. So, for example, if you've got a 404 error, a 404 error is a page not found. There's a link to a page that doesn't exist. Now, Google doesn't like that because it shows that your site is not very integral and that you're not taking care of your site. Something is missing. So it will record that information. So here's a big tip. If Google is displaying something about your site, listen to it, because it is important to Google. Otherwise, it wouldn't waste its time and energy in reporting the information to you. So certainly now go into Google and type in Webmaster Tools and basically go and actually create yourself a Webmaster Tools account. You need to actually have a Gmail account as usual, and then you'll need to authenticate your website that you are the proper owner of the site. And then you can actually have a Webmaster Tool. So it's imperative you set this up, and it's vital that you do it right at the beginning of the site journey. Another interesting thing that the Webmaster Tools account allows you to do, and it's very important if you are not looking at google.com, but for example, you want to record yourself in google.com.sg and you're running on a .com site. So to give you an example here, you're running on happypeople.com, but your market space is google.com.sg, then you must go into Webmaster Tools and put in the regional area of where your actual site is marketing to. Google then will take in the assessment of that piece of information, and 99% of the time it will then register you in google.com.sg and not on google.com. So that is some of the things you can do. So it's a beautiful tool. It's an imperative tool that you use. So go and create yourself an account now